Hello again and welcome back to Wingot Plays Satisfactory. We're going to have to put our train station on hold because, as you can see, it's beginning to look a lot like Ficsmas. This package landed on my head just a moment ago. There's another one sitting just over there, and I'm sure that there will be others around as well for us to collect. So, to get started on Ficsmas, we have to go around collecting some Ficsmas gifts. But we also need to pop over to the hub because there is an advent calendar that shows up for Ficsmas. And so let's go take a quick look at that. As well as the ma'am has the various unlocks that we're going to need to do for our Ficsmas celebration. I do also note that these guys, I'm pretty sure I'd already killed them, so it looks like they've respawned on us. Which may be because of the patch that we just got, which dropped Ficsmas, or it may be, I'm not 100% actually what build we're currently playing. This may be the 0.7 build. But let's grab some Ficsmas gifts as we head back towards our main base. Don't see any more gifts yet. There's one over there. But up here, we've got our main base. And if we just pop straight in here, firstly, we've got the ma'am, which has the Ficsmas holiday event. And in order to research that, we're going to need 100 of these Ficsmas gifts. But if we pop over to here, we can also see that there's an advent calendar here. And in order to open it, what we need to do is we actually need to find the numbers that correspond with the days that have passed. Today is currently the 2nd, so that says 23, 20, 12, 16, 3, 7, 10. I'm looking for either the number 1 or the number 2. There's a 9. There's a 1 on his tongue. Perfect, and there's 100 Ficsmas gifts. That'll be enough. There's 4. 2. There we go. And what's that? Actual snow. Okay. So, 1, let's quickly pop over to here. Ficsmas holiday event. Research 100 of these gifts. Perfect. Which has now unlocked the giant Ficsmas tree and the Ficsmas tree branch. And then, no, that's tree branch. Okay, so let's look at what we need to do in order to make the giant Ficsmas tree. We need 100 Ficsmas tree branches, which we can make in a constructor from the presents. We need 5 more presents in order to get to 100 because there's 50 there. So the first step is going to be going and finding some more presents. I wonder if any have dropped somewhere around here while we've been hanging around. None that I can see. So now we get to explore a bit and try to find some more Ficsmas gifts. There was, of course, that one that dropped over here that we should probably head back and pick up. Because as soon as we can get the Christmas tree, then we can actually automatically start making gifts of our own without having to explore. I think ideally we probably want to grab maybe a couple of 100 of these gifts so we can make a few trees and speed things up. But for the time being, yep, okay, well I definitely just killed those, so it does look like things have respawned on us. I don't see any more presents at the moment. So let us see what we can do about converting these. Oh, there's some up there as well. A whole lot up there. So I will go collect a few of these. What's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'll go collect a few more of these gifts, and I will be back in just a moment. Hello again, and welcome back. I've spent a little bit of time collecting almost 600 of these Ficsmas gifts, so we can continue on to the next stage of Ficsmas. Now, I believe, I think I'm probably going to want a bit of space in order to set up a dedicated Ficsmas build, and as I was exploring, I realized that we've got this big space here, which is all gas and which we can't otherwise utilize. So I was thinking that that seems like a good space that we can put all of the Ficsmas stuff without getting in the way of anything else that we're going to want to build. What's the button to... Ah, there we go. Zoop. Bring that out a little bit. Bring that out a little bit. There we go. Good. So this here is basically the edge where I'm no longer in the gas. So let's go ahead and build a foundation here. And if we look here, this is just going to go straight through the middle. And it looks like maybe there-ish will be the other edge. There we go. And so I think here is going to be mostly safe. We do have a slight hill here that's going to get in the way, and there is a... Nope, it's not a node, it's just a rock. So let's get rid of this. Perfect. How are we doing for iron? Okay. So we're getting a little low. Perfect. Now I'll clean all of this up later, but for the time being, we've got our space to work with. Now, the other thing we are going to want though, so first thing is we're going to want some constructors so that we can convert the gifts into snow. Right here, that's tree branch. Hang on. Tree branches, okay. So 1 to 1, so let's just do 50 of these to get enough to make. Now, meanwhile, let's connect that to there. Connect that to, got a line all the way over there. Looks like we're in the gas right here. But thankfully our gas mask is doing a beautiful job. Good. So then from here, how about we just connect that to there, good. And then this can connect in to there, good. So our constructor's up and running. And then what we want is we want some space basically over here where we can get the outputs without dying to the gas. So actually, I think we're going to put it over here. Okay, so we need a, let's use a normal storage container for now, which can just go right about there. I think that's the middle. It is not. Perfect. And then this can just output into there. Good, and then so this one we're just manually feeding it Ficsmas gifts and it's making Ficsmas tree branches. I don't have any overclockers with me, but it probably is something that will be useful to grab so that we can speed up some of these builds. However, I think for the time being, what we're actually going to do is set up a hypertube. We need a support, and the hypertube can just go entrance, encased industrial beams and steel pipes. Fine. I don't have any steel pipes on me. Let's see what we can do about clearing up some of this foliage then. Good. How was this meant to go one further? That makes sense. Oh, and I'm out of iron. So let's head back to base, grab some iron plates, grab some steel pipes, and then once we get back, this should be finished making the tree branches that we're going to need. At least to make our first giant Christmas tree. Ficsmas. Giant Ficsmas tree. On the way, may as well grab a few extra gifts. And then while we're coming back, we'll actually set up the hypertube. Also, I love those wreaths just sitting there on the power lines. Now let's see, Ooh, I wonder if that present would actually get in the way of the truck. Ooh, we might be about to see. Yeah, okay, I think the truck is spazzing out because that package was there. So step one, we need to go up here, grab some more iron plates. Over here. Now, meanwhile, I'm just going to check whether there is anything else we can research with just the gifts. No. No, that uses branches. That uses candy canes. So the next steps, we're going to have to go here to candy canes with 50 Ficsmas tree branches. Fine. Now, why can't I get over there? Go. So step one is we need these pipes and we need encased industrial was the other thing. Perfect, that should be everything we need. So now we can go here and set up a support with a entrance and a pipe tube. Oop. Did that have power? I feel like it shouldn't have been powered, but it felt like it threw me just then. Okay, so what we want to do is start by probably going to here and then basically going along the top. And that's the distance, so let's put this here. That almost reaches, so close. Ooh, it does reach if we go there. Good, so that reaches to here. We can go straight, oh, can't go straight across that canyon. Apparently we need a stopping point somewhere in the middle. back up to here. Oh, come on. And then we'll just basically follow the power line along. From here, I don't think we can reach, but I think we should probably go more direct. So let's go there, and then that should connect onto there. Perfect. And then we go up here, we can put an entrance onto there. Good. And then we just need to connect that to the power, and that will start working. Now, in the meantime, let's go over here. We've got our branches. We are going to need another 50. So let's split this stack. Throw that in there. Good. Now, in the meantime, let's go here. The giant Ficsmas tree needs another 50. Oh, because we've got 50 snow. Okay, never mind. Perfect. Ooh, hello, buddy. Can we land on top of it? Yes. Oops. Yay. Okay, now we are going to want to make a molecular system, molecular analysis machine, so that we can do, in fact, I think we want to do this right now. Let's research the next thing. And then we may as well throw some of these spare gifts into here. Let's just do 250, because I'm sure we're going to want lots and lots of branches. Now, let's have a look at it. Done. Now, so we need candy canes, which gives us the Ficsmas bow and the candy cane. Okay. Anyway, we want to make candy canes, which we can also make out of presents, 3 to 1. I'm sure we're going to need more of those. So then the next step is go here and make okay, so this one's going to make candy canes, and we want 270 will give us 90 candy canes, so let's do that. And let's see if we can grab some extras while we're here. 204, that is divisible by 3. Oh, this needs power. Now, easiest will be to do that, but we do want to fix this with another line in the middle. Perfect. And then we can get rid of this line here. Good. So then this should start putting out candy canes 5 per minute, so it's going to take a while. So I think let's go grab some power shards so that we can speed this up. Also, we've got a Santa hat on, Christmas hat. See a whole lot of gifts there that we can go pick up. Because at this point we may need them, as it looks like we don't have enough. It looks like we're not getting the present generating trees yet. And so it's going to be a bit of a manual running around grabbing presents to get things running for the time being. Okay, that was a bit of a stupid design. What did I say I needed? Power shards. Okay, you put that away. How are we going here? I've only got 2. Fine. Let's make 10 more. You, power shard. Make it here in the... Yeah, okay. Perfect. Now we'll head back via our feet / jetpack so that we can go along and pick up these various presents along the way. One thing I do remember from last year's Ficsmas event is that you're also time locked by the advent calendar. So one of the things that was required to unlock the next research was a red bauble. We have no way to generate a red bauble. The first one we will actually get from day 7 or whatever it is, one of the advent calendar days, and that will be the point where we can start actually then generating the red and I think blue baubles off memory. And then after that, the green and the gold will come in the next week or next 5 days, or it was something like that. It was around a week for each progression milestone. But in the meantime, we'll get as much done as we can, and then once we get the next milestone, next week we'll be able to work on the next episode where we automate that part of it as well. But we'll automate for now everything that we can at this tier. As I say, I'm not sure that we actually get access to the tree itself, the trees that give you the presents automatically. I think for that you actually need to have the baubles, so that's after the next unlock. Now, meanwhile, let's pop over here. So that's cracking away. I don't know if it's actually going to make enough to make our giant Christmas tree, so we may as well throw some extra in there. 109 is not divisible. 82 is not divisible by 3. 62 is not. 75 is not. 82 again. 85. 87. 15. 16. 17. 99 is definitely divisible by 3. There we go. So we'll throw those into there, and that's going to get us some extra candy canes. Now, meanwhile, let us go see how many candy canes did we need to do this unlock. I wasn't paying attention, so let's go have a look. You, candy cane. 10, perfect. Good. That gives us the Ficsmas bow and the candy cane. And then for this one, the rewards, yeah, red and blue Ficsmas ornaments. We need 20 candy canes and 30 bows. Bows are just 2 to 1 with the presents. So that's also very easy to do. Candy cane is pure decorative. But we need good. Another one of these can go there, and then this can go into there. Good. That's also going to need power, obviously. And then this wants Ficsmas bows. We're going to need some more gifts to actually make those, but in the meantime, good, there's plenty there. So time to go around, collect some more of these gifts, and it's 2-to-1 gifts to bows, and we either needed 10 or 30 bows, I can't remember. And the presents basically drop around where you are at the time. So if you hang around in a spot for a while, then a whole lot of presents will build up in that area. But if you try exploring a new area, they don't tend to be lying around. Even when I loaded into this game, there was no presents absolutely anywhere. It took a little bit for a couple to drop, and as I said, one of them dropped directly on top of my head just before I started recording the game. And I thought that was a perfect description of the interruption that Ficsmas is doing to our train building. That said, I'm also really not happy with that train line there, but I'll come back to that later. For now, I'm basically just going to get it running and not worry too much about the aesthetic side of it and what it looks like. And I'll come back to the aesthetics later pretty much once I'm actually expanding the build to be a proper loop. Now, we do have everything we're going to need to make the giant Ficsmas tree. The question is, where do we want to put it? How about actually up here? It looks like it fits pretty perfectly, so I might put it right there. And we now have the giant Ficsmas tree. This one doesn't produce anything. That one just gets upgraded as we unlock various things to look better and better. Now, meanwhile, let's take a look here. So we've got like 20. That's 30 there. Let's go have a look what we actually need for the next unlock. So we need 20, fine, and we need 30 bows. So we are going to need to collect a bit more in order to get the bows up and running. But I will go do that collection off camera, and I will see you soon. And welcome back. As you can see, I've managed to find another 165 presents, plus I also did find some extras that I've already put into here. So let's quickly just let's see, how are we doing? We've got 72 in there, we've got 57 in there, and 32 here. So let's first, let's say we want about about 100. There we go. Of these tree branches, because I'm sure that they're going to be used to make the actual Christmas trees that make the presents later on. The bows and the candy canes, let's go make some extra candy canes, and then the bows needs to be a even number, so let's do that, and then we can throw the rest of these into here. Perfect. Now, I am carrying around tree branches for some reason. Oh, did I just put those into the wrong container? They belong in here. Good. Now, the last step is, in fact, I think what I'm going to do is that, and then we'll take these 18 and put them in here to make another 9 bows. Now, we do need 30 bows, along with, there was like 10 candy canes, in order to do our last unlock here. Let's take a look. We needed 20 candy canes plus 30 bows, and now we just need the red Ficsmas ornament. The red Ficsmas ornament is, as I said, going to come from the advent calendar at some point. But the advent calendar is time locked. I could possibly advance the system clock on my computer to get earlier access to the stuff in the calendar, but we're already hitting that wrapping up point anyway. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll get the red bauble and we will unlock the next tier. Until then, stay happy and healthy, and I hope to see you in the next one.